Hey friends, so we have the new event summon that has started off and has new heroes being introduced, of the Bard family. So let's start with Rise or Rias, whichever way one wants to pronounce. So I'm going to speak about these Bard family heroes. They're unique fellows and they have their own utility. So I'm going to start with I'm going to make a single video about all of them because there are not too many. And we'll start with this holy girl, Rise. That's how I pronounce. 5 star cleric class. We know the cleric class benefit. And there is a very unique Bard family bonus, which is Bard family supports other families and realms. Solo heroes get plus 5% mana generation. Team members are solo heroes if they have no family or realm members in the team. So, any hero that does not belong to a family, whether it's a hero of the month, family according to 2017, 2018, if there are multiple, then this 5% mana, additional mana generation doesn't activate. Similarly, season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5 heroes again have family bonus. And I think season 3 has a realm bonus. So that's how the term realm has been used over here. And then various event heroes have their own event family aspect. So that family, single family person should be there in the team along with one of the Bard family heroes for this 5% mana to come in. Now, unique thing about season 1 is so far it does not have a family. And hence, if there are multiple season 1 heroes in the team, this plus 5% mana generation still activates. So that's the point. Proceeding forward, they have a very unique passive. Reduces the amount of mana increased by special skills by minus 50%. So the passive of the Bard family heroes is to reduce a special skill on the opposite side of select heroes. And you'll see as I'm looking at all the different heroes, they all have different types of passives. So let's move forward. When I look at the stats, it's 826 attack, 786 defense, and 1398, which is almost 1400 health. Brilliant. She is a passive hero with such a massive attack. She can straight away walk into, on the basis of these base level stats, into the Titan team. This also shows what's the next batch going to be. So there you are. Let's go into the special. Hymn of Enrichment. So she is fast speed, which I have already noticed. And at fast speed, she boosts health of all allies by 320, which is crazy. And she has a long worded special. She alters the power of all the holy shields on the board. When attacking hero casts the special, the shields become enhanced by plus 37% more mana, which reminds us about a Xenolfort. When the defending hero casts, it's minus 30% less mana. So slows down the other side. All allies get plus 34% attack and further 3% increase per each holy shield on the board for up to 3 turns, going up to plus 70% attack. So, from a healer's perspective, there's already the board playing whatever role it's playing in terms of the shields, and also in terms of, for the mana, speed up and slow down of the opposite side. And for the attack up, again, so it reminds me of Frigg doing that. There are quite a few heroes that are doing that. There is a healer passport of season 4. Then we already have famous Odin, and there are quite a few other people, other heroes that get impacted by the number of tiles on the shield. Even Octros does that. So there is a massive attack up depending on the board. And final one is cleanses status ailments from all allies. So She's doing quite a bit. She is one up clearly on costume Ariel. When I look at it in terms of the stats, in terms of the family bonus, the passives, and this whole host of things that she is doing. Great hero um, to pull and level up. She is the future, if I can say, because all that she's doing is already top class, but this speed at fast speed, whew, that makes it absolutely crazy. There she is, Narcissa. Narcissa. She is a dark 5-star hero, sorcerer class, so messes around with mana. She's fast speed, I can see, which means she's going to mess around more frequently. And she has the similar passive like Rise, which is reducing the amount of mana increased by special skills by minus 50%. The effect applies to all enemies in the battle. The Bard family bonus is the same, so I'm skipping that. Going down to the stats, 824, 768, 1439, all top. Only a little bit of the initial emblems can go, in the defense, and that'll be taken care because these two are already rocking. So, once, I think twice, this has been hit, which will be 36, crosses 800, and you're already in clear with a good defense. Going down to the specials, it's called Song of Calamity. Deals 240 damage to all enemies, so hit all at fast speed. Duration of status ailments is reset for all enemies. That's a very powerful thing. These days status ailments are coming for 4 turns, 5 turns, and reset is absolutely crazy. All enemies get minus 34% attack for 3 turns, so blunts the enemy's punching power. Brilliant hero. Hit all heroes with such high attack stats are always fantastic at fast speed. So, whoopsie, another good hero, showcasing of times to come. To Winnifred. So, Winnifred is a 5-star nature hero, slow speed, which means she would be crazy. Wizard class had its own buff related big bangs, and this Bard family bonuses the same. Let's go to the passive, looks different. Reduces the effect of defense ailments, so she's specific, reduces the effect of defense ailments by 50%. So if there's a defense down of 56 and keeps increasing, it keeps getting reduced to half of that. Moving forward into the stats, 791 attack, 793 defense, and 1470 is the health. So all three are fantastic. There is a survivability that's kept, which is in tune with the speed of slow, so needs to survive at least 1 turn, if not more, extra to be able to charge up. Now what does she do? Madrigal of Mayhem. Deals 550 damage to the target. The attack chains through all the enemies who are adjacent to any hit enemy and deals minor damage. So the chaining happens as a minor damage, which will be 275%, half of 550. So the target gets 550 snipe, and the rest of the fellows get half of that. Whoever is there, if there is a break, then obviously it won't flow further, but target and all adjacent, and if all 5 enemies are alive, then all of them get whacked, depending on which one is the target that gets 550 and the rest get 275. All hit targets get minus 54% attack for 5 freaking turns. That's big. All hit targets are immune to new status effect buffs for 5 turns. So it looks like there are quite a few buff immunity heroes that are now in the game. Onyx, I remember one of the early fellows. Then you have Costume, Sabina, This one, the latest costume, Panther, which is in big fashion these days. But this one does it at slow speed, so um, well, in Rush she'll be crazy because slow fellows come to the party big time in Rush. Okay, so I do remember the power of chaining through. So and the current fellow that is completely in fashion is Khufu. He is just decimating. But when I'm looking at it comparatively, I don't find Winnifred to be crazily dangerous like Khufu. Compared to Khufu, whose family bonus and passive adds on to the pain that he causes through his specials over here. Here she seems to be much mild compared to him. But still, she's doing quite a bit. Almost a hit all. When I look at 275 hit all, and then one gets double of the 275. So there you go, and does an attack, a huge attack down for 5 turns, and immunity to new buffs. So quite a few. Slow speed is a little bit of a question mark, but these days, I mean, there are ways to make the heroes faster in many ways. So I think that is going to be totally cool, and one is already settled down over here itself. We come down to Zabog. He's a 4-star fire hero, druid, which means he will be able to summon a minion for whatever the fuck that is going to help, but it is. This stays the same. He is fast speed. His passive is weird. Reduces the chance of revival by minus 50%. The effect applies to all enemies in the battle, which means um, Mother North's 50% will come down to 25%. Heimdall's 30% will come down to 15%. So that's my understanding of the whole thing. We go down further. When I look at his stats, they seem to be fairly okay. 658, 603, and 1419, which means that's a very high health for a 5-star, which means for a 4-star. 1419 is a good health for the 4-star, which means for the 5-star, it's very good. Going down further to the special, which is Melody of Misery, deals 350 damage to the target. The duration of status ailments is reset for all enemies. So he is single snipe, and the duration of status ailment is reset for all enemies. So that impacts everybody. So it's a very simple one. Direct whack and messes around. Whatever damage the status ailments are giving is reset. So I would like to believe in certain ways there is an additional damage capability that he carries, which is very conditional. I find him to be a good hero to take under certain conditions, especially when one is playing the tournament where there are quite a few revivers, and he can be nicely spurred up with limit breakers and emblems to be used well in Rush War. Or in certain other wars against, say, a Mother North. Because come to see, those revivers really mess around. So Zabok comes into play, reduces, okay, he doesn't make it completely gone, but reduces the percentage, which is going to help at least stats-wise in certain ways. So he has his uses, especially when one is facing. He's conditional, of course. He can be taken directly also for his 350% snipe. But resetting status ailments and reducing the revival percentage are two things that give him an edge, makes him unique, and can be put to good use. I would level him up. I missed Fenexia. And Fenexia is the most sought after chick. Fiery chick. From what I was reading on the forums. So she is a legendary 5-star monk. Well, Only your talent is monk. In any other way, you're no way a monk. But family bonus is the same. That applies to other families and realms. She carries the same like the previous dude. Is reduces the chance of revival, applying to all enemies. We moved on further to the stats 782, 813, 1454. So when I look at all this, that's tanky. She's been designed tanky. Um, and just one emblem node will bring her attack to very close to 800. So that's there. She can be used very well on the Titan with 800 attack. 813 defense is very high and health is very high too. So very good stats. Going down to the specials, Ballad of Restoration. Boy, what does she restore? Recovers 42% health for all allies. Duration of the buffs is reset for all allies. Brilliant. All allies get plus 30% critical chance for 4 turns. And all allies get plus 50% attack for 4 turns. I mean, bloody hell. She's giving 4 turns critical chance, massive, and massive attack. Which other buff does the allies require? So I would like to believe the taunt, the repose, the defense up, all those other things which could be existing at that time. That cross comes that they cannot be given an ailment. Even that's a buff. So all that gets a reset, according to whatever was the original stuff. So, number of turns, I mean. Wow, so, fuck. This will be like a whole huge crowd of buffs. Oh gosh. I think we need the buff immunity needs to be brought into play at least to deal with this chick because it's going to be complete crazy stuff. She is giving freaking all buffs with the second part of the special, and then she's giving 2 freaking crazy buffs, critical chance and attack up. Wow. So this one is really something to pick up. And plus she can be taken in wars where there are these crazy reviving heroes, and plus she's red, fire, which means she will add to the tiles damaging tile damage, which will be even better. So this passive and this makes her absolutely top draw. So I would say SG, good show, good healer brought, good design. So there you go. That's my understanding of the Bard family heroes. All I will tell you is good luck to pull them. I did pulls, did not get anything crazy. So, well, I'll see tomorrow what is possible. And at the same time, congratulations to the fellows who have got them. It's a good set of heroes, I would say, the fellows that have come out. The nature hero Winnifred is a little bit of a downer for me when I'm thinking, but it's my feeling. When I look at the details which I have spoken, they're fairly good. I mean, there are quite a few slow heroes that are doing a good job, so she's good. My personal feel is not relevant to when I look at the details on the card. I hope this hero analysis and talk helps you, with your heroes. Also, let me know your feedback, how you find this talk. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video. Cheers.